and not as well. Help for jerky. That's the main ones. Oh. And poisonous swords. Yes. Who doesn't like a good poisonous halberd? And oh, of course, how could I forget? Western Coolboons. Okay, I'm going to scoot off a bit to recover a bit of health and stamina. I'm going to try and stay in the area this time though. I haven't managed to poison him. Upsetting, but come on, health. This is why I like having a health regen during a fight. Okay. Oof. Damn, that was close. Shouldn't have been so cocky. Never mind. Okay. Should we move on to another area? Got a dog sitting on my feet. He doesn't like the fireworks, so yeah. Okay, but yeah, I can't be bothered running back over there for a little bit. I'll be coming back to this area anyway, so I think it's time to wrap things up in Levant. Right, first of all, what we got? Okay. Do some repairs, I think. Repairs and rest. I like the music in this game. The soundtracks are great. I recommend, because they're on YouTube, you can look them up. Like, just pop them on while you're doing something else. It's pretty chill. Okay. That's all fixed. Let's fix the fishing harpoon as well. It's not against my personal rules to pay for repairs, but I'm probably actually going to go buy some food recipes. And, you know, I might as well just do a little bit of fixing, save the money. There we go. That puts me in decent nick. Put that back. Put that there. Now, I remember this guy wanted shark cartilage, didn't he?
This worries me. Here, a gift.
He's giving me spiny meringues. Health and stamina restoration.
Can I help you? This worries me.
Right, let's do some shopping. What we got? Bread of the Wild, cactus pie, prawn jerky, spiny meringue. Okay, so there's a couple of things there that I probably want to pick up. But first, I've got everything in one bag, including my other bag. And I'm rather overweight at the moment, but I'm going to slim that down before I go anywhere else.
Can I help? This worries me.
Right. Buy some recipes. There we go.
Want to buy? Oh boy.
I want to buy something. I know quite a few of these, don't I? Yeah. Let me check my craft menu a sec. What is the Amalite helm recipe? Amalite padded helm palladium. Right, I imagine it's going to be similar for the others. I'm not going to buy that recipe. I will, however, find out how to do a cotton desert tunic. Desert tunic and an insect husk. Interesting. Right, can I make anything cool? Oh, refuel the lantern. That's a good starting point, isn't it? Light my campfires. Alchemy kits. Ooh, stability potion. I can make spiny meringues. They're probably worth a fair bit. Sure, there's got to be something that I can do with the jewel meat.
Can I help you? This worries me.
Right. check. We hang on to those for now. I'm not sure how well the jerky's going to survive. It's quite valuable. I'm going to sell it rather than make it into something else. What else? Let's go check with the blacksmith types. See if they've got anything good going.
Listen. Oh, boy.
Shot rose, thorny spear, Claymore, obsidian mace, great mace, mantis great pick. Ooh. Assassin sword, claim. Some really interesting things here. Crescent scythe, that sounds fun. Okay, I'm just gonna grab these two, Crescent Scythe and Mantis Great Pick, because they sound interesting. That's shark cartilage, palladium scrap, and a pitchfork. And that's mantis granite, palladium scrap, and a mining pick. Oh. Might be worth making some of them at some point.
How can I help? This is troubling.
Nerve gas, bone pistol, obsidian. Ooh, now that could be very handy. Have that and that. No, I might want to stay a little longer and earn a bit more cash. What goes in here then? Wood, linen cloth, and 2 iron scrap, huh? Good to know. My cash is running a little low, actually. I can get cash at another place. Besides, I have yet to... What's nerve gas used? Nivweedian blood mushroom. Use this. Okay. Craft an arrow. It's a good start. Right. That cooking pot is getting left behind because I'm not mad. Right, got 5 tripwire traps and 13 iron spikes. I do not need that many iron spikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Now the numbers match. Make bolt rags, which is probably a better use of those than anything else. cooking pot. We got anything? Soothing tea, yeah. Just turn the older food into some truffle rations there. Gabberies. Oh, okay, so you can't make truffle rations out of gabberies. Good to know. Stability potion. Toxic charge. Incendiary charge. Let's sell some things. Empty that because I don't need to carry it. That can go in a pocket. And that can go in a pocket. Okay. First place to start, I think, is
Can I help you?
selling anything that will go off. That's pretty clear. We should probably sell the jerky.
Can I help you? This worries me.
Sell the alpha jerky and the regular jerky. What else? I think there's one more person I need to talk to. The Alchemist. This is the wrong bit for the Alchemist. Yeah, the other one then the Zan.
How can I help? This is troubling.
Yeah, I'm not paying for that yet. Obsidian pistol, gold bit shield, possessed potion, fire rag, present great axe, rag. I'm gonna buy some of the cheaper ones, I think. Now let's see if I can make either of them. Oh hey, I'm not that far from the Alchemist, am I? I don't have any water either. I should probably pick some of that up. Ah, well. Okay. It's nice to know that I'm not far from the Alchemist.
How? Oh, this is troubling.
Right. Buy my crimp nuts. They'll keep. Really don't need to keep cold stones. I've got plenty of blue sand, and like if I need blue sand and mana stones, I can find them without too much difficulty. So I'm just gonna pop myself up this way. I sell them bullets as well.
How can I help? Oh, this is troubling.
Yeah, this is the man with these bullets. That's bringing us more down in line there. I sell the stability potions to the Alchemist as well. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm stripping a bit of weight out of my backpack by turning ingredients into stuff and then selling the stuff to gain
This is troubling.
money. And we're doing a lot better weight-wise now. I've got a bit of that money back, so
Want to buy? Oh boy.
let's just check. But I think that's more or less it. So I think most of the stuff I've got left is stuff I want to hang on to for various reasons. Yeah, that's it. Which means I've just got one more thing to pick up, which is my alchemy kit here. And then my next stop is this Sorobor Academy.
This worries me.
I will sell him 2 of these gold bars I got.
Can I help you? This worries me.
And say, I want to travel with you.
Yes.
And he says he can give me a lift for 200 silver and 4 rations to Harmattan. Take me to Harmattan. So this is how you get to the location in the Soroborians expansion. is literally, you can go up to any of the caravanners, any of the caravan traders and say, take me there, and you just have to have the money and the rations. Downside is that that's the only way to leave as well. So if you get to Harmattan and you do not have the money and the rations to get back, you are staying in that region. That is where you live now. But we will be fine. Just need to make sure I hang on to 200. It's also going to be a little bit random where we come back because it sort of rotates where the returning caravan goes. That said, welcome to the city of Harmattan. It's pretty here. Enrollment, so this is another faction that you can join. Again, not joining any factions just yet. Got a well. Grab some water while I'm at it. We're just standing around in the master trader gear. I'm going to put this hat back on. Got a chef.
What do you need?
And as you can see, we've got some brand new foodstuffs again, including things like flour, fresh cream, and there's sugar as well. Sandwich bread, Albury jam, Albury tartine flour, fresh cream. So, first things first, we're in a new city. I'm going to set up my camp. And I actually know where I want my camp in this city. There's no shortage of fresh water and things. Three Brothers Smithy. Yeah, no shortage of fresh water and such in this city, but my favourite spot is just down the bottom of these stairs here. I think that this one's a pretty nice little camping area. So, what have I got tent-wise? Should have a simple tent somewhere, unless I've left it behind somewhere. Did I leave the tent behind somewhere? Or did I sell the tent maybe? Who knows? Let's put a bedroll down instead. It's not really a huge deal. Make a couple of campfire kits. And then we need to place those campfire kits. So you don't actually want your campfire too close to your bed in the cities because otherwise you'll overheat and it'll be bad. So I'm just going to put them over here. You get them close enough together they light at the same time, and that's fun. Right, so we'll put down a pot which can stay where it is. And down that thing. There we go. So that's set up camp. So me and my very large amount of stuff are just going to take a little wander around town. Because the first thing you want to do in a new town is loot. Well, explore, but also loot. I'm just going to chat to the Alchemist, because somewhere. Purity potion reduces corruption. Sanctifier decreases corruption. So I want one of those. Because if I check my vitals now, it's gone down to 2%. That's one of the things.
How can I
Also,
help you?
I want to train with you.
I can teach you a thing or two.
Teach you the horned hex. Nice.
How can I help you?
Let's turn some of this into coinage.
How can I help you? I can pay attention.
So I've
Yes.
learned the horned hex. Useful with conjured runic weapons and traps, apparently. And here we have a junk pile, which contains an enchanting pillar, an incense recipe, and a mana stone. That's a good start, isn't it? Let's read that and learn how to make some incense. And if I check my skills, see what the horned hex is and does. If I can find the horned hex, there it is. Inflicts haunt on touch. Useful. Useful description, that. I don't know what haunt does. But fine. So Harmattan is basically a university town. The Soroborians are traders, but they're also all about knowledge. That's their whole shtick. Mulberries. Yes, please. Now, this means that their city is actually quite nice as well. I still like Monsoon better, but that's personal preference. This is a nice city, and like it's an expansion pack, so they've DLC, so they've obviously put a bit more sort of time and effort in here. The only problem is that some of these people are a bit mad science. Oh, and like the whole public execution thing they got there. Not a big fan. Right, this thing here is not your friend. Just don't. Yeah, by poking that, you can start an event chain that has a time limit, and also, yeah, just I'm trying to avoid the time limited event chains right now.
Greetings, friend. The customers have been talking.
This advice is the central market. Jake?
Greetings, friend.
You ever met a man named Jack? Yes, many times. Months ago I was ambushed and brought down by a shell horror. I thought it was all over, but then I woke up next to a roaring campfire, safe and sound, with a note from this Jack fellow.
Damn.
I don't know who he really is, but I owe him my life, and that's something I'll never forget. Sometimes it feels like it was a fever dream. I wish I had more proof he was real. I have one of those notes too. He was gone before I woke up. He says, "You do? Let me see. I have only more questions. Who is he? I just want to repay him for saving my life, and yet, no matter who I ask, no one has actually seen the man. It's infuriating." And my options, I could say maybe he doesn't want thanks. I could say maybe he's a ghost or a wandering spirit. Maybe he is. And say, why not pay it forward? Why not do like Jep yourself?
Yes.
This guy's like, I hadn't considered that. Does this strange legend exist to urge us all to help one another? ask for no thanks in return. But then, who started it? It was the original Jep who extended a helping hand. I want to meet him even more now. I don't know if I'll ever find the truth, but I'll drink to him all the same. There need to be more Jeps in the world. Oh, so apparently Jep does rescue more than just me.
Huh.
The Blue Chamber Collective doesn't really believe in the death penalty. The maximum sentence is usually exile, with the understanding that returning will be met with lethal force. That's not so here in Harmattan. It wasn't the case even back in the old days. The ancient Council of Nobles felt exile didn't send a strong enough message. So the death penalty for high crimes have stayed a tradition here even after the Scourge, regardless of effectiveness. You know, I feel like, honestly, the whole exile thing with the Blue Chamber Collective is effectively a death penalty anyway. Like, the first time I left town, I got knocked out by a chicken. Not in this playthrough, but a lot of people leave town and get knocked out by a chicken. It's rough, you know? Dean of
Don't tempt me to violence.
Erica Casper, Dean of Naturalism. It's always so upsetting when an upstart apprentice goes and ruins their mouth. That potion of extreme stamina restoration would have sold like poutine on a winter's day. So what if overuse leads to heart failure? That's no reason to ban it. Yes, it is. It really is. We got same incense recipe and some ingredient bits. North exits are closed for the minute. Visitor, repairs are being done to Old Harmattan's walls, and we can't risk any ghosts slipping into the city proper.
Can I help you?
Welcome to Harmattan, home of Sorobor Academy. Behave yourself, we will tolerate no violent crime here. We didn't survive the worst of the Scourge just to let troublemakers do as they please. And that guy will answer questions for you. So yeah, these guys are kind of a bit of a bastion of old civilization thing going on. Hot rag, ice rag, meat stew. Which, like, fair. Mavis?
Hey, listen.
People have forgotten we were one of the earliest regions hit by the Scourge, and we held off the greater bulk of the Horde from pouring into Western Ori. People like to give Alat all the credit for stopping them, and while there is truth to that, if we hadn't held the damn things off for as long as we did, there wouldn't have been much of an Ori for him to save, damn it. I want to train with you?
Put 'em up. I'll train ya.
Do you think you have what it takes to learn the prismatic flurry? It asks you to bend magical boons with your fists, truly a merging of the physical and the spiritual. Only a few people are capable of it.
Here's the plan.
If you want me to teach you, prove to me your body can handle it. Return and show me a piece of pure chitin from an enhanced scourge beast, and I will believe you are capable. Ooh. Pure chitin.
Want me to train you?
This guy. You scoff at my appearance, but one training session with me could change your life. I'll teach you to strike like lightning and evade with the grace of a butterfly. Now put 'em up. Want to train with you? So this guy's got the speedster tree. That'll increase my max stamina. Nice. That raises alertness. Oh, that increases corruption resistance. Yes. Then the breakthrough reduces skill cooldowns by 10% per alertness level. Removes 2 alertness level, but resets cooldown of the next skill used. Cancels the next hit received. I see. So this is all about building up alertness levels, but then using them or spending them. So those two are both passives, they just happen. So I increase my corruption resistance and my max stamina. Probe. I might as well grab it. It's not going to hurt, is it? It's only 50 G. So now if I check my vitality, health and stamina both max 115, mana max 40. Arrow, pattern worker hood, bandages. Person with a rake having a sip. So yeah, these guys have got a lot more of that kind of post-apocalypse vibe, I guess. But it's slightly less of a post way. Okay. So there's not a lot here. If I ever get the stuff to do enchanting, which I might, I've got some of it already, this is where I usually like to do it because it's a nice big open space. It's easier to actually do the enchanting in a big flat open space like that. So we're just going to keep exploring, trying to find all of the bits and bobs in this city. She's obviously seen slightly better days. What are you doing, dog? Sort of flipping himself right over on my feet. Let's check mace. Mana Heart Bass. And population 5. Powder. And we're back here again. Is this guy weapons? Armory. Does anyone sell weapons? You sell weapons.
Need something?
Purchase this from me, please. Thank you. Goodbye. Actually, you know what else?
Need something?
Please take this simple bow. It's not going to be a trial to find more bows. Like every other bandit's got one of them. Oh, I'm thirsty. Grief. Have a drink then. Oh look, colourful smoke. Pretty if you don't think about how toxic it's got to be. Energising potion, potage and live weedy. So yeah, this pack added a bunch of new like food and potions and things, and a bunch of new ingredients to make them from, which you'll only really find if you go here. That's fine. And here we have a thing, a perpkin. I gather the perpkin. Forward. Pitchfork. Oh, I had a useful one then, didn't I? Wheat. Wheat is handy because wheat doesn't go off. I can make bread from it and it doesn't go off. These are both important properties. Outdoor chessboards. More wheat. This bit's very university, isn't it?
Oh, hey there.
Dean of
Don't mind
Engineering.
me just juggling about 4 potential projects right now.
There's so much lost technology that I desperately want to reverse engineer and surpass. Okay, buddy. You do that. I'm going to go into Sorobor Academy.
Welcome to Sorobor Academy. Very well. Enjoy your visit.
So I'm just looking around for now. It's the Academy Library. So that purple bit there is quite familiar. Last time I saw something like that, it was inside a magic mountain.
I'm afraid I'm swamped with work right now, visitor. I have a foot-high stack of theses to read and judge, like this one. Oh my.
Probably way around the library. Upper level to that. To the upper level. Run, 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 run. It's a very nice library, isn't it? Talk to the headmaster.
Ah, it's you.
I want to train with you. He will teach me the Doom Hex.
Here's something you should know.
The effect of that static will make them vulnerable to additional shocks. Okay, so I probably want to use that in conjunction with lightning. So the hex is kind of like the opposite of a boom, really. You cast it on others, and then they have regrets. Yeah, so that is the sort of purple of magic.
Hey there.
So you're here to join the academy too? I just got done signing up myself. The name's Desi.
And that guy over there is Artois.
He's a bit of a softie. Nearly got himself killed fighting a single pistol shrimp by the lake after all. But I feel he's got potential. With a heart like his, a little more discipline and strength might almost make a hero out of him. Where are you from?
Born and raised in a war camp near Karabaran.
Spent my childhood sharpening swords, making traps, and gathering medicine for the warriors. In my youth, learning to face the scourge in combat.
Our camps and traps and patrols are what keeps so many scourge confined to the gates of Catharsis.
While that takes much of the credit, and I will admit he's a big help, it's our blood and sacrifice that keeps the worst of the hordes at bay. So I take it you have a plan in mind for your time here.
I'll side with any branch that will help me get the connections I need.
I'm not here so much to learn things, but rather to meet the people I'll need to know to make sure my war camp is well supplied and the most prepared to face the scourge.
I've got my eyes on the military branch.
But if I turn out to be a natural at alchemy or engineering or magic, I'll pick whatever works for me. But like I said, I'm not here to play student. I've got a lot of people back home who are counting on me. Good luck.
Watch your back, friend.
The only one you can trust to keep you safe is yourself and your sword arm. She seems nice. Hi, Artois.
Greetings!
Oh, he's a Sutherland. I think that's Blue Chamber. Ah, here to join Sorobor as well. I'm Artois Sutherland. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
That girl over there, Desi. We were in the same caravan to Harmony.
When we got ambushed by a pistol shrimp near the lake. She's real strong. That said, she cares more than she lets on. She's surprisingly gentle when applying first aid to people. I ship it. So where are you from?
I'm from the Sutherland family. We're pretty big back in Berg.
Though we haven't been quite so prominent in the last decade or two. How Rissa Aberdeen manages to keep so much influence with such a narrow bloodline, I will never understand.
Mother would have preferred I try to study to become a chamberlain, or join my cousin Julius as a hunter.
But becoming a member of Sorobor Academy and helping create the future of Ori through research and trade has long been my dream. I take it you have a plan in mind for your time here.
I'm hoping to join the history division and become a scholar, or even someday a master there.
There's just so much of our ancestors' lives buried under the carnage the Scourge unleashed, and I want to know all of it.
Then again, Victor Berthelot was already kind enough to help me out. Maybe it's a sign.
Maybe I'm more suited to join the military branch. Being a hero and protecting the innocent would suit me just fine too. Good luck.
Farewell.
Yeah, I ship those two now. We got here. Dean of History.
Every artifact and ruin we discover is a new source of heartbreak. We've lost so much because of the Scourge.
Not just people, but culture, literature, and who knows what else. We owe it to those who lost their lives to remember what they lived for. There's clearly other people going around this world like I am. Hello.
Is there something you need?
Shop. Oh. These are enchanting recipes. Incense recipes. Already got an enchanting pillar. And here we have a leyline. One with significantly fewer things trying to eat you on the way to it.
Welcome, mage. May your talent for magic only grow stronger.
Train, please.
I can train you if you want.
Scorching Hex makes them vulnerable to fire.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Give me a moment to think.
Turnbull. That sounds familiar as well. From the Blue Chamber Collective.
Put 'em up. I'll train ya.
I do not regret giving up decades of mortal vitality to the leyline. After all, there is plenty of life to take from my foes. Sit down and I'll teach you to tap into the negatives of magic, the art of hexes. The Hex Mage tree. So, Nightmares reduces max mana burn from sleeping by 25%, reduces max stamina burn recovery by 20%. Torment and Gin. So that's a random hex debuff, and then Torment triggers a related reaction in all nearby enemies afflicted with a hex. Bloodlust is the breakthrough, where you recover health, stamina, and mana burn for every death nearby. And then we have Blood Sigil or Rupture. And Cleanse. Yeah, so there's a lot going on there, but I'm actually gonna... got a limited amount of money to play with right now. I will pick up Nightmares and reduce that mana burn. So yeah, in theory, in the early game, you can actually come here to get your magic instead of going into the mountain. Like, if you have the money and the equipment to make it here, you have the money and the travel rations to make it here, it's a much safer way to get your magic, but you have to have the money and the equipment to get here and back, because if you can't get into the mountain, then you definitely can't get into the then you're not going to deal with the landscape around these parts. Junk pile! Yoink. Ooh. Turn the lamp on. Again, one of the most useful quick keys in this game that I didn't know about is the one that toggles your lantern on and off. If you go into the settings menu and click the little, and just click and find out what your keys are, you can rebind them if you like. I have rebound mine. But first and foremost, have a look through that menu, because this game does not teach you all of the keys that it has. And some of them, like the lantern one, are just super useful. So, literally just going to finish up looting this town. Okay. Next time is going to involve going out and out, pitchfork, tattered boots, incense recipe, and a tiny aquamarine. I'll read that and deconstruct that. You know what? I bet that skeleton has mana in it. So if I combo Reveal Soul, does not. No, so what is even the point of that skeleton? So, yeah, a lot of spells in this game work on combos. You have to cast more than one to actually get whatever effect you're hoping for. Hatchet, dark rich attire, more incense, and an arcane dampener, huh? That's 3 different incense recipes learned, which is a good start. We have the blacksmith over the way there.
Want to buy something?
I want to sell something, actually. I don't need 2 rondel daggers or 2 pitchforks. And then back down here is where I keep those bits. If I like these campfires, yeah. So first of all, let's play with the new ingredients. Nope. Food waste is too much of a pain in the backside. We're not doing this.
What do you need?
by recipes.
How can I help you?
Sell potion and incense recipe there. Okay, let's see how we do. Now, to make flour, oh, it's 2. Bread is flour, water, and salt, apparently. Okay, first thing we do is drop that. Second thing, equip this backpack. Fill up the water there. We're going to want to sell that. I have uses for those. I'm just trying to stock up my stuff. Ready. Huh. Do that a bit. Not going to want that. Ooh, we are going to want that. The trap stuff. Pick one of them. Bring some of them. Right. Oh. And I'm going to want those on. Okay. I think that's more or less everything. Yeah.
What do you need?
Just gonna. Oh no, I can't sell them. I'm gonna eat those.
How can I help you?
And sell those. Probably going to want to know how to make that at some point. But for now, to the Antique Plateau. Right, it's going to be time for me to come off here soon, I think. So we'll just have a little look around the Antique Plateau, and I think I know where I'm going to head actually. There's one particular spot that I think is quite fun, and then next time will be raiding the Antique Plateau in hopes of finding useful stuff. Right, it's dark obviously, so let's just check the map first. So, here's Harmattan, here's where I've started. Due south of me is a clock, and you can sort of see there's a kind of city layout going on here. Vigil Pylon is way down south. And where I actually want to go now is I want to go to this corner here. And you'll see why when I get there. There's a few things marked around here though. But broadly speaking, I want to head south and east. First crawberries, because why not? That's right, this region actually has lampposts. It's a very cool region, and like I say, definitely has that post-apocalypse vibe really going for it here. Just going to hop either side of the road to grab pumpkin and wheat. You will have to be careful though, because these are not ruins without like there's stuff in these ruins, and I'm going to want to tread carefully. That said, grab me a perkin and take things from the junk pile. I don't know what I just grabbed. I'm in sort of stay in sneak mode generally. Pale worker's hood, patterned worker attire, large emerald. Huh? I'd be a little more comfortable in daylight, to be honest, but we'll be alright. Right, now, the green lines coming out of the floor there are worth noting, because that is an area with corruption in it. So if I go here, the bottom of my screen starts to glow, and that's bad, because that'll raise my corruption, and after a certain point that starts to have some gnarly mechanical effects. So unless you plan on being a hex mage, which I don't think I plan on being a hex mage, you're better off trying not to become super corrupted. And like, there's a lot of things in this region that will do you a corruption, which is fine because it's part of the point. What I will say about this whole sort of going around places thing is obviously there's been a lot of real tough things that have been kicking me about. When I go back to the start region, everything there seems a lot easier by comparison. So like, this is definitely one of those where once you've had a good nose around the start region, it is worth going a bit further afield just to push yourself. Right, I've got a rest spot here, which is just south of the clock. Probably on this little bit here. I'll mark that. And before I go much further, I'm just checking. You see that green glow in there? I'm literally having a look and checking the colour of it, which is, as I said, green. And now I'm going to run southeast. Detour for wheat. Such a good addition, seriously. So happy that the wheat exists for making of bread. Right, and then we're going to come out carefully because I can't see what's on the other side. Could be anything out here. Right. Okay. Next up, have drink. Eat spicy meringue. Eat the anti-predator. Draw sword. Shouldn't really need poison for this, but these things are slightly annoying. Weavers, I think they're called. They're not that tough or anything, they're just, as I said, slightly annoying. And it doesn't help if your screen gets all sticky. Vibers, which are one of the basic enemies for this region. So there's the visual pylon there, and obviously I want to be a bit east of it. So I'll just come out, probably around here somewhere, and look at it. So I probably want to head towards the visual pylon. That said, gather some fish. doesn't like antique eel? Yeah, like the Vibers are, if I recall correctly, pretty kind of diseasey. So, while they're not that difficult, getting bitten by them's a pain in the ass. You see a lot of Scourge Beast corpses around these parts. I'm going to gather Dreamer's Root, because that's handy. You'll also see Rusty Blade Golems around. I don't know if you saw it at the top of the hill there, plonking its way along. But it's sort of like the beat up rusty version of the thing that I fought at the garden at the start of this session. Or near the start of this session, rather. There it is over there. You can sort of see how this was once this real big city, probably quite high tech. I mean, Magitech tech, but it is what it is. What? Might as well grab all the water first. So I'm probably about here, I suspect. You can sort of see a little thing there that I've gone through. I went round the thing. So I've come out actually here, fought some Vibers there, gone right round here a little bit and then down this way. How am I doing that? Landmarks. I know which direction I'm heading. I know what I've seen recently. Therefore, logically, there's a limited sort of number of places I could be. Soroborian's area music. There's like Partisan, Alpha Jerky, Greasy Fern, Live Weedy, and Monarch Stone. Not a bad haul. So that's also a halberd, which does more damage. Less impact, but more damage, and is faster. So I'm actually going to equip that. As I suspect it also weighs less. Lighter weight, more damage. I'm okay with the lower impact. Second midwinter. Rescue still not coming. Scourge are still roaming at our barricades. Timothy gave me odd looks at our turn on watch. He said it was freezing cold and asked why I was not bundled in furs. I told him that I wasn't cold at all and Jenna needed my furs more. In fact, I've not felt cold at all this winter. I worry that Timothy suspects. Ah. So that loud, distant thumping is those. And I'm actually going to want to kill some of those. For a reason. But that's definitely not something to do without a little bit of thought. So, first of all, they're pretty much straight physical damage. But you know what, just in case, I'm gonna throw down a possessed boom. And I'm gonna eat some of that. And that. And drink some of that. Traps. I should definitely lay traps. Let's have a pressure plate trap. I've not really done one of them before, so that could be quite fun. We're doing the incendiary trap there. Spike trap here. Okay. Let's play annoying something really big and angry. Ah, I see, that's like a self-buff. So they run away when there is a certain amount of hurt. Which is fine and all. Got it. There we go. Buzu. Buzu meat and Buzu hide. See if I can find the other one that ran off. So they're big and scary, but they're not actually that hard to fight. Tell I spent a while in this area, can't you? 2 Buzu hide, excellent. Right. Liquid corruption, Buzu hide. Now, to make the scaled satchel, I needed a perimeter satchel and 3 sets of scaled leather. Three Buzu hide. Okay. Yeah, with 3 Buzu hide. Yeah, I can actually make another upgrade. In the pocket, please. Thank you. There we go. So to do that, bag. Need to empty this first. I'm just going to drop everything I'm holding. And upgrade my backpack again. It seems a bit strange to me. It's like I find it easier to get the Buzu hide than the scaled hide. Like the scaled hide took me ages. It took me so long. It was a little bit easier once I went to the swamp, but I would rather fight the Buzu than the swamp dinosaurs. Hands down, any day. Okay, so if I get that, then I make a Buzu hide backpack. And if I equip that, it has a 75 capacity, corruption resistance 10, and doesn't interfere with the roll, and it looks like a Buzu head staring at me. Okay. Look at that, I dangled the lantern off the nose ring. This is my favourite backpack. This is 100% my favourite backpack. And like that, I get 75 carry capacity, corruption resistance, and I can roll in it. Like, what's not to like about that? High frickin' quality goods. Right there. Adventurer's corpse, poison varnish, and 2 kinds of food. Don't mind if I do. Put the stamina tea there and get that back. Yeah, okay. Enough of that. Right, let me eat that as well. So the boozoo. I think we'll leave the boozoo alone because it's getting late. And like I already got what I want specifically out of boozoos. Again, you can hear the weird noises coming off of a vigil pylon. Minor stone. Right, and I want to be going southeast, not southwest. So I've gone the wrong way. That's the southwest exit. So these guys, for once, there's some actual friendly people wandering around. They're patrolling. Shocking, I know. So Hamatsumi is very civilised, you know. They don't rely on jet to rescue people around these parts. Looking at you, Berg. That'll be that one across the river, which is the one I want. Yeah. So we're almost there, almost the spot I want to show off before I leave. I'll gather some fish while I'm at it. And down here we have more dreamer root and oil, both of which are excellent things to find. Seriously, I'm not kidding, but the dreamer's root is good shit. You need as much of that as you can get your grubby little mitts on. How much have I got anyway? Dreamer's root. Is the dreamer's root. I don't trust it. That could be a bug. I'm amazed I haven't woken it up. That's where I'm headed. You know you've picked something up and then you can't find it in your inventory. Whatever. Check this out. That purple lamp there. Note that. But also, look at this. It is, well, put it this way, it's kind of beautiful, but also looks horribly toxic. So what do you think it is? It's Leyline Water. And we drink it to get mana regen. I'm just going to grab 2 whole water skins full of Leyline Water. And also there's loads of mana stones around here, but yeah, the main thing I came here for was the Leyline Water, because hell yes. Not only does it restore mana, it has another function as well, actually. This is the source of sugar in the game. If you boil off Leyline Water, you get sugar in the same way that seawater gives you salt. So I'm actually at some point going to set up a little sugar production. But until then, check out the pretty curly smoke of pretty colours. Gather Viva eggs, yes please. You can just run through this water. It has absolutely no like, it's not actually deep at all. So yeah, this is water essentially contaminated with magic. Given that it boils off to give sugar, I imagine that it's extremely sweet as well. Yeah, now watch the purple lamp there. That is a signal. You remember I checked the colour of that fire? There's a bunch of coloured lamps around, and the colour of the coloured lamp illustrates sort of the colour of the... So I'm actually going to mark over here. I'm going to mark that for one of the coloured lamps. And it's a purple lamp, so I'll put a purple mark. I might end up confusing myself a little with this, but okay. My next trick. Let's see how we get on. Shooting one of these a bunch. Ooh, more eggs. More eggs and a rest spot and all sorts. Injured enough to have started running away. Right, they take a lot of arrows, but they're really big and hard to miss and slow. Right. So, sort of two entrances, one here and one here. I'm sort of between the two. So that island there, I reckon. Got it. Yeah, more oil. So yeah, this is a lovely little resource spot, even not counting the magic water. And I mean, you should definitely count the magic water. So yeah, tune in next time where I will be exploring more of the Antique Plateau. Where I've already gained a new weapon, a new backpack, new water. Like, yeah. The Antique Plateau, everyone. So yeah, it's been a fun stream. And I shall see you again next week. Thank you, everybody. And oh, thank you, Jafada. You seem to have been here for a relatively short amount of time. And yeah, Leyline Water is so good, and the boozy pack is good. I'm not running a specific build. I'm running just sort of whatever. But my gameplay style tends more towards light armament. I've been running around picking up all of the skills that don't require a breakthrough skill at the moment, because part of what I'm doing is just showing what's there, and also I just haven't made up my mind yet. I don't have to make up my mind yet. I can just buy all of the skills that don't need a breakthrough and play about and try things out and see what I enjoy doing before I make any kind of full-on build decisions. Yeah, base tree fun stuff. Exactly. And yeah, it's definitely at the moment I'm leaning very much into my kind of lightly armoured, hit things with long weapons preference. But I was having some fun, some streams back a couple of months ago with an axe and a shield, so I might go back to axe and shield, and I wouldn't mind trying out some of the punch stuff. I'm hoping I can pick up in the Antique Plateau something a bit better than just the cloth gloves, because those are not good. That said, just generally, I'm a bit restricted as well by I'm trying not to buy items. I'm letting myself buy, obviously skills and services, and I've decided to buy recipes as well. But I'm sort of not going shopping for weapons and armour and things, which means I'm sort of restricted to what I can find and what I can craft. Which, again, has been partly to stop myself from just immediately gravitating to my preferred playstyle, which only worked for a bit. But anyway, I've been doing this now for coming up on 3 hours, so it's about time for me to head off and have something to eat and drink. Thank you for being here. So I'll be back next week. Goodbye.